Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. My name is Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ramf.
That was Asaph Adonai on piano. Thanks, Asaph. What song was that?
That is called This Diamond Ring Doesn't Shine.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool. Great.
I kind of made up my own way of singing it. This diamond ring ain't gonna shine. But of course, I'm gonna go with the melody, and I got no rhythm. Actually, maybe I do got rhythm. Maybe
I love that
I got
melody.
like hidden rhythm. You
got hidden rhythm. Yeah, I love that melody. It's great. But it's Wednesday, middle of the week, so we hope that you guys have had a good start to your week. Now here's the end of it, which is a good.
It's the middle of it.
Well, it's towards the end now.
Yeah, we have to get through the hump first.
Yeah.
We're just on the cuff of the hump.
Just on the cuff in the
But
morning.
Today isn't a bad day because when I got up and out, it's unseasonably warm. You can, it's 24 degrees, but it feels like it could be even 35, 37 degrees outside. But let's take a look at our weather, and it is currently 24 degrees Fahrenheit outside, negative 4 degrees Celsius. Rain and snow is likely with a high of 34 degrees. Just not within the right pocket between rain and snow, so you can expect some rain happening. And then tonight you can have your low into 24. So that rain that falls may or may not freeze. So just be aware of that. Thursday, you expect your high to be 32, and of course Friday, it's gonna pretty much be stagnant 30s throughout this week, which is fine because the last 2 weeks or so have been in the 20s and teens.
Yeah, much nicer than 20.
Yeah, Asaph came in, slammed against the door. He's like, "It's cold, let me in."
Yeah. Asaph demanded his way in this morning because it was so cold outside.
we heard a giant thud. It was like, what was that? And we turn around and it's Asaph at the door.
I'm cold. It is cold though. Like I contemplate not leaving my friends' houses sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I just sleep here? I'm cold. I don't want to drive home.
I feel bad for a lot of the kids at the schools because a lot of times they build like these little shacks. Because they're overflowing. All the schools they're overflowing with students, and they always have to put them into a shack.
Outdoor shack.
So you have to walk to these little shacks and learn about stuff and learning. I don't know what school teaches.
I
learning
remember
stuff.
When I was in high school, we had 2 different campuses, and so when I was like a freshman and sophomore, I would have to go back and forth between the 2 different ones. And I remember that in winter because it was like down a hill, so we just slide down this hill all cold trying to get to class. We only had 7 minutes. It didn't work.
But of course, I can't take. If you look at the weather, you always see. Ron always hikes the Mount Sentinel every single day, rain, shine, or snow.
Mm-hmm. Crazy guy. Yeah.
And I can't trust what he says a lot of times about the temperature. Oh, it's 20 degrees warm up here. It's yeah, because you were walking up there and you worked up a sweat. You climbed a whole mile. I
know. He's a crazy man.
Yeah, he's insane.
But I've got the snow report for all of you skiers and snowboarders out there. I'm sorry, excuse me. So over at Lost Trail, they have got 0 new snow at all in the past 24 hours or 72 hours. And their lower depth is 55 inches and their upper is 60 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, not bad. And then over at Discovery, they've got also near 0 new snow.
Oh.
And they have 38 inches to 58 inches. And then over in Whitefish, they got 1 inch. Nice. Great, yeah, in the past 24 hours. And then their base depth is 24 inches and up top is 56 inches. And then
Showdown?
over at Snowball.
Oh, Snowball.
Snowball also has 0 new snow, and they have 24 inches to 48 inches. And then I do believe that our last one is... I think that's it. Yeah. All the ones that are close by us. Yeah. So if you guys want more information on your ski reports, just go to onthesnow.com. That's where I get my information from. But I'm sure that there are lots of other good websites where you can get yours from.
Yeah, there's definitely a trend going on. There's not much snow in the last couple days, but since it's going to be snowing tonight, you can expect snow to be resurfacing within the next couple days for sure. Because if it's raining down here, it's snowing. And one of the places that probably should have a ski resort is up the Bob Marshall.
Ooh.
Because it always snows. If it rains here, it snows there. Even during like the summer, it's like, oh, it snowed up there. I was like, what? I can get out of my driveway. What? I was like, oh, my grandpa was attacked by a bear. What? When? It was like just last week.
And then it snowed
it's the Bob
on
Marshall.
him. Then it snowed on him.
Yeah.
Ah, it's rough up there in the Bob Marshall.
It's
Be
terrible.
careful, everyone.
At least, like, on average, one person dies at the Bob Marshall every year.
Seriously, yeah.
It's like they just go there and it's like, oh, they're missing for a day. Done. It's not like
You're done. You're out of here.
I really like how like a lot of like kids, these kids these days, they play their Skrillum and all that stuff, and they're basically outdoors in the elements in the video game compared to if they were in real life. So if they spent like a single day, they would probably freeze to death overnight.
Mm-hmm.
It's
They
like,
would have no idea.
and like that's the problem with camping. People don't like the idea of camping because one night is like freezing cold. Even it's like the dead of summer. And you go out into the forest and you freeze to death. It's like, oh wow, it dropped like 100 degrees overnight. What's the deal?
So don't go camping with Scott, everyone. He picks places where you freeze to death in the summer.
Well, I'm still alive, so how would I pick the bad places?
I don't know.
Think about it. But let's heat things up a little bit. Let's go to our webpage, and you can find out more information about us by logging on to our website at wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. And of course, you can always like us on our Facebook page, and you can follow us on Twitter where we'll tweet you back.
You can like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter, as well as MCAT on Facebook. And to find out more information about us, just go to mcat.org. Ooh, we are still seeking 2 volunteer board members,
I think
guys.
we're pretty close to it for sure.
Oh, good, yeah. So if you want to control the fate of MCAT and have a say in how we run our affairs, you can apply to date.
But of course, I do want to tease a bunch of stuff that I want to be talking about today. Hallmark or Bullmark is today.
Nice.
You ready for that, Asaph?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we have new programming, and we have a very special video from our Stop Animation Club from last weekend.
Ooh.
We'll show that. But first and foremost, Mountain Water Company was sold to Liberty.
I heard that.
Underneath the PSCs of Montana's, basically they were tied up in court, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, Carlyle was just like, I don't care what Judge Karen Townsend said. I'm still gonna sell it.
Really?
So they did sell.
And so what's gonna happen now?
The PSC will have to lay down the law, the water law.
The water law. What's the PSC?
It's the commission that regulates the water utilities.
What's PSC stand for?
I have no idea.
Okay, but it regulates water utilities.
Public Service Commission?
Is this like government? Is this like federal?
It's going to be international, it seems like, since Liberty is a Canadian company, so who knows? So we'll figure that out. And of course, Mayor John Engen has a little statement he prepared as a result from what happened.
Who are concerned about the news today from our friends at Algonquin and Liberty that they suddenly own a water company. We think differently. We think that that announcement is shockingly premature. And while they may be closing on paper, it turns out there are pesky laws that still come into play here. And the city of Missoula has won a court case that provides it the right to purchase and own mountain water on behalf of the citizens. So despite the news you heard today, our world has not changed a great deal, and we plan on exercising the right that the court has granted us to provide fair compensation for that utility. We had a hearing this morning before Judge Townsend where attorneys for the defendants were asking for just 2 things to be settled: interest and attorney's fees, and at no point did they mention this closing. So there is considerable work to be done on the part of defendants before anyone on our side of the table, or I think the Public Service Commission, or at least 2 courts here in the state of Montana agree with the assertion that there is a deal that has been done.
All right.
Okay.
So basically, Carlyle was just like, I'm going to go over here and sell the water company. And then we're like, you're not going to sell the water company. It's like, yes, we are. No, you're not. Yes, we are. Nuh-uh. And then they're just like, oh, we just sold the water company. It was like, why'd you sell the water company? We were told you're going to sell the water company. That's basically, and PSC does stand for the
Okay.
Public
So
Service
yeah, I guess we'll see. So are we taking them back to court, or what's going to happen now?
It's going to be a big mess. And yeah, who knows what's going to happen. But it's ridiculous. It's like, I'm going to go over here, sell my water company. They were basically saying that the whole entire court hearing. And
Yeah.
it's like, we don't care. We're going to sell it anyways. And Karen's like, I decree that you cannot sell that water company.
And they did
Apparently
it
that's how
anyway.
everybody sounds in my head. I'm going to go, and they just do what they want.
Yeah.
They're like a 20-year-old girl at the Union Club.
Pretty much.
I want to do what I want. I want to go dance to this old people music. Yay.
I have a big ID. Woo!
Or you're just really pretty, and the guy's like, "Oh, she looks good. I'm not gonna check her ID." But of course, that's not a representation of the Union Club.
And that's
No, that's terrible.
terrible
That's a
stuff.
terrible thing to say because no. I was just forget that last part I just said. But yeah, the water company's like, I don't know, do whatever I want. And we're just like, no, you can't. It's like, what are you gonna do? And
It's gotta look-
can it? And it's like, see you later.
What are you gonna do?
Where are you going? I'm gonna go over here and just go inside the water company by myself. But I'm gonna tone things down again, and
Time to get serious.
let's talk about new programming tonight.
Oh,
We have
great.
a bunch of lectures. Ron gave me one. And then I just collected a couple of the other ones that are happening about the same time.
Cool.
So these are your new programs on MCAT starting tonight at 5 p.m. And when we come back, Noelle will have all sorts of events to keep you busy for the next 2 days.
The answer was in the second half of the 20th century. The civil rights movement, the 1960s, the so-called minority rights revolution that followed the 1960s, as all sorts of groups, religious and racial minorities, women, gays and lesbians, the disabled, all of these groups battled for their rights as minorities.
And so what does friendship with the United States mean? Well, friendship with the United States means that we want to go down and see them, we want to have exchanges, we want to do business, we want to resolve our issues, but Cuba is not an open country. Cuba is an autocratic country controlled essentially by the Communist Party and the military of Cuba. And, they're not actually really anxious to lose power.
The CCP in tight control make sure that Western universal values, which in my mind, sound pretty good, but universal values in the Chinese context mean Western democracy, Western liberalism, free press, competition, all these kinds of things, which would erode or undermine the power of the Chinese Communist Party.
Hi, you guys. We're back with events. So, this is what's going on in your community starting today. First up, there's a bunch of skating and rollerblading going on today. So if you're hankering for some skating, you sure can. Over at Glacier Ice Rink, starting at 9:30 a.m., they have silver blades. This is for seniors 55 and older. And it's every Wednesday, 9:45 to 10:45, and it's only $3. And then at Glacier Ice Rink at 10:30 is the younger crowd. This is young skaters, and it's children 3 to 6 to ice skate in a safe, uncrowded environment. They have hockey and figure skaters. Yeah, so that is $2 with a chaperone and one per child, and then skate rental is $3, so about $5. And then over at Spectrum Discovery area, starting at 11 a.m., their Discovery Bench is chromatography, and their Brain Lab is electricity and reflexes. $3.50 for anyone 4 and over. Taekwondo is going on at the Children's Museum of Missoula from 11 to 11:30. The people from Championship Training will be teaching these little ones. Yeah. And then the public library's got some stuff going on. So up first in their makerspace, they've got Be Upcycled. It starts at noon, and they are going to, you can bring an old hand towel, and you can upcycle it into a body warmer. Sweet. I don't know what that is or means, but 12 to 1 at the library. And then in their, they're doing a Discovering Missoula Public Library Databases class. Starts at 12:30. So the featured database is available for use through the library websites. This month's featured database is National Geographic and National Geographic Kits. So you could go on there and learn all about National Geographic and the world around you. Call 721-2665 to sign up. Lifelong Learning Center's got a class going on. They have continuing watercolor class at 1 p.m. This is for people that know how to watercolor but want to continue on with it. So bring all of your supplies to the first class. Over at the public library, they have an afternoon matinee. Starts at 2 p.m. and it's a free classic film. Yeah. And then over at Big Sky High School, they also have an afternoon matinee that starts at 3:30. And this is for a new release movie in the library. You can bring a snack or enjoy some free popcorn. Popcorn. There is some more skating. So there's Skate Club, which Missoula has one. They're recent. And they're going to be inside the Hive, which if you've ever been inside the Hive, I don't really know how this is going to work. But starts at 4 p.m. It's only $4 for anyone up to 8th grade. High school age kids and above, price is $5. So it's pretty much just like cool skating for teens and tweens.
What?
Yeah. Sweet. And then over at the Top Hat Lounge, they've got Sharing in the Groove. They're celebrating the music of Fish. It's at 4:30. This is their Top Hat Happy Hour. And they have trivia and Fish music and video and audio and all that cool stuff, you know. Oh, the Fish, man. And then over at the public library, they've got open time in their makerspace at 5:30. You can learn how to use their equipment or work on a project of your own. And then we have a bunch of events going on at the Lifelong Learning Center. So they have a beginning watercolor class tonight at 5:30. That's for people that don't know how to watercolor and want to start. So let's see. Supply list will be discussed at the first class. So you're good on that one. And then they have an Asian specialties class starting at 6 p.m. In this class, you'll learn how to make shrimp Osaka, chicken wraps, kung pao chicken, and Asian slaw. They also have a beginning American Sign Language class. All the information about sign language that you could want, that starts at 6. And then they have a beginning Japanese. Yeah, so it's a beginning Japanese course. It teaches you the basics, communication skills in Japanese. You'll learn dialogue specific to various settings. You'll learn numbers, days of the week, months of the year, telling time. Yeah.
You know, I was hanging out with a buddy of mine, and we were talking about how, like, in Canada, Montreal, their version of French is completely old school. It's like 100-year-old French compared to the modern France that is in France.
Oh, interesting. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Apparently, like, there's this huge change in how people speak if they move somewhere else, and it's always like the second generation. It's like a Japanese family moves over to America. Their Japanese is different compared to the Japanese in Japan.
Interesting. Yeah. So it's always good to know all the different kinds of cultures and different Japanese.
Yes, because American isn't the only language that has slang.
Yeah.
Yes, because American English is completely different from ye olde English.
Yeah. Well, I think other languages definitely have slang.
Oh yeah,
for sure. But I guess
this guy,
English.
he wrote a book, and then they changed all his realize actually isn't with a Z, it's with an S, and then color they add the U, just an extra letter.
Yep, that's crazy.
Color.
Yep. Also at this Japanese cultural discussion or course, you'll learn about airport, hotel transportation, restaurants, and cultural tips will also be included. Yeah.
I should tell Neil that he's going to Japan
Cool, yeah, you should. Then there's a glass fusing orientation class at the Zootown Arts Community Center. It's usually about $20. And then the cost of glass, which is anywhere between $5 and $15. Yeah, and then once you come in there and learn how to do that, you can use their glass fusing studio anytime. And then at the Loft tonight at 6 p.m., they're having self-publishing basics. It'll cover publication types, community support, tips and lessons, editing software, different platforms, cover design, and a demo of the Kindle self-publishing platform. And then over at the public library, they have a second Wednesday book group. They will be reading The Oysters of Lackawanna Choir. I do not say that right. But it's by Eleanor Clark, starts at 7. And the last event for this evening is country dance lessons with instructor Kathy Clark. And that's at 7, and it's only $5. But now we're going to switch gears over to Asaph's segment.
Today, your network of praise radio station announced, a fun little, not really a holiday, but you know how they have those fun facts? And today is Rubber Ducky Day, January 13th. Do you remember the rubber duckies when you were a kid? Mm-hmm. They were those little tiny little things that you squeeze when you take a bath and you're 5.
Here's a funny story.
Yeah.
I had a rubber ducky. Well, actually, there's 5 little rubber duckies, but they also went on the back of a bigger rubber ducky.
Yeah, when I was a kid, they were really tiny, about the size of this cup.
And they had the mom. It looked like a big rubber ducky because they change when they get old. Anyways, they had these little holes where you can put the little tiny ducks on there. And yeah, I had that when I was a kid, and technically the fact that we still have it for my sister's kids, and it's we probably should throw it away.
That's hilarious.
Because if you really
just bleach it.
Well,
it's
anyway,
fine. It's an heirloom.
I just wanted to make that quick acknowledgement that Dave Brown announced on the radio about Rubber Ducky Day. Okay, let's get serious here. In this segment of Musical Notes with Asaph, we're going to talk about our guest, Anna Marie, known to the world as Patty Duke. Patty Duke is an American actress of stage, film, and television. She first became famous as a child star, winning an Academy Award as a child star for Best Supporting Actress at the age of 16 for her role in The Miracle Worker. Let's show that clip first of all.
W-A-T-E-R, water. It has a name. W-A-T.
Now, did you ever see this film here, by chance? Did you two ever see this film?
Well, I did remember this film when they made it for a TV version of this.
Mm-hmm. Well, this started out on Broadway, actually, before it became this version that we're looking at right now. This is the scene where Helen Keller discovers water, and she's taught by the actress Anne Bancroft in this film. And Helen Keller made this actress' life miserable at the beginning, when she was first being taught, because she was born blind and deaf. And so there was tough communication to get through, but she finally gets through. But anyway, Patty Duke won that Academy Award for that role there. And then when she was a little bit older, she starred in a sitcom called The Patty Duke Show, where she played twin cousins.
Twin cousins.
Yeah, and one classical music and the other rock and roll. So that was kind of a fun little series. But as she got older, she started progressing to more mature roles, playing Neely O'Hara in the 1967 film Valley of the Dolls. And then, unfortunately, she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 1982, and she went on to become an advocate for defending people with mental health issues. And finally, in 1996, 30 years after the Patty Duke Show ended, she was ranked number 40 on TV Guide's 50 greatest TV shows of all time. So if you get a chance to ever see the Patty Duke Show, it was just such a cute little fun show. especially playing her twin cousins.
Twin cousins. Patty Duke
And so
show.
I'll quit on that note right there.
That's funny.
So she was twin cousins on the Patty Duke
Yeah, she
show?
played two characters. They were twin cousins.
I don't get it.
That's pretty cool because they did that all the time. Because they what's the movie called? The Parent Trap. Those actors were the same person.
Yeah, and Patty Duke did the same thing on her show, but in her case, it was funny.
That's
was
funny.
really funny.
I'm just saying, twins in Hollywood should be more represented, except for Tia and Tamara Mowry finding each other the same way in a mall randomly.
Oh my
see,
god.
Do you remember that?
Before Tia
Sister,
and before
sister?
they
You remember Sister Sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like every time, like literally, they had reboot after reboot after reboot. They had a version of the twins when they were witches.
Yeah.
They had magical powers and just like, we're Sabrina.
Yeah.
But we're
Before-
twins.
Before all that and before the Olsen twins and all the rest, there was Patty Duke who did both characters by herself. So that's.
I really want to do like a twin thing with me and Noelle, where we look at each other, it's like, we're twins. And we just think we're delusional twins. We'll call it delusional twins. It's like, we're twins, but you guys aren't twins. You don't look anything alike. I was like, yes, we do. Don't you see?
We're twins.
Look
Well, that's
closely.
like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. They were twins also.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
So funny.
I can't. Okay, this is. I don't know if I should say this, but they're making a sequel to Twins.
I didn't know that.
They're calling it triplets.
Oh no.
Instead of saying Twins 2, or
Okay.
Twins TOO. Kind of like what they did with Jason Bateman and Teen Wolf.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, that wasn't even good. It was just terrible.
well,
But-
which was worse, his version or Michael J. Fox version? They were both werewolves.
Which brings me to my announcement. I
Yeah.
just got to say that MCAT can be hosting Terrible 2s, as in terrible sequels to original great movies. Lion King 2, what other ones
We're
are there?
hosting this? What does this mean?
Oh, it's like nothing but terrible sequels to original movies. Like, it's usually like straight to video type movies. Tremors 2, which wasn't bad, but it was just like,
Yeah.
it didn't make as much traction as Tremors.
No.
But then, of course, Terrible 2s. That would be such a good
that would be a great
genre movies. Like,
Yeah.
what's the first one about? You've seen the first one. Rescuers Down Under.
Yep.
I never saw the original Rescuers because we never had it. We've
No.
always just had the Rescuers Down Under.
Well,
And it was
how
in
does
one of
it
those
start?
white. It was in one of those white VHS cases. You know, the ones
Oh,
that
yeah.
would hold
Plastic.
which would hold your VHS tape with love and care. Disney,
Yep.
love and care for your VHS tapes.
Yep.
But I really want to show your Noelle in Space before we go over to Thursday events.
Great. Sounds good.
All right, so last Saturday during our stop animation camp, we usually take a break, and by taking a break, we usually do some live action stuff as well. But this one in particular is fun because we did show you guys a Noelle in Space not too long ago, but it was short and sweet. This one is a little bit longer, about 3 minutes long or so, and it basically entails a Noelle flying through space, having adventures, and meeting some cool people.
Cool aliens.
And of course, if you're interested in having your kids in our drop-in animation camp, it's every Saturday from 1 to 5, and it's for ages 9 to 13. Really dumb 14-year-old or really smart 8-year-olds are
They can
perfectly
come.
welcome. All right, so without further ado, here is Noelle in Space. Noelle in Space.
Hey, Colin. How's it going? So, Colin, where should be our next destination?
How about that yellow planet over there?
Oh, that looks cool, yeah. Wow, a whole planet made of wheat.
I wonder what we might find.
I wonder what their biggest export is. Have you ever been here?
No.
I haven't either. Oh.
Whoa.
You have trespassed our planet. Prepare to die, suckers!
Looks like we'll have to fight our way out of this one, Colin.
Took off his jacket. He must be the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Hi. My name is Morgan.
We humbly give you bread and meat.
Oh, great. Good. I'm hungry. It's starting great. Thanks, Colin. Thanks. Thanks. Cool. Okay, so, what are your names? What planet are we on?
Planet Cow.
Oh, cool. How many, is it just like cows and wheat? Like,
Yep.
pretty much all you guys got?
Yep.
What do you like to do for fun? Eat. What's your biggest export?
Bread.
You know, Colin, I'm really gonna miss you. We've been traveling the planets together for years.
Yes.
I mean, what am I gonna do without you?
I fixed it.
Hi.
For your coronation, you must eat the broom of truth.
No thanks.
Come on. Well, what I've heard, if you don't eat the broom, yeah.
Oh, look at the jump.
Oh, yeah. Get him!
You gotta get out of here. They're trying to kill me.
Okay! Yes, I get to escape this plan! Shut up!
Man, that was quite an adventure. And we got a new crew member. Hey, Morgan Freeman, what can you bring to our cruise ship?
Probably a lot more weapons and stuff to get off dumb planets like that.
Oh, good, because we lack on weapons. We
Yeah.
usually just drive around. Yeah. Well, Colin, set course for the next cool planet.
Noelle in space. All right, so
That was
there's
pretty great.
Another great edition of Noelle in Space, starring the very own unstoppable Noelle McAvoy.
That was hilarious, Scott. Those kids are so much fun. I have a blast doing stuff like that. Okay, so now I'm going to breeze through these Thursday events since I have to get to my winter session class and we got to do Hallmark or Bullmark. So at the Lifelong Learning Center tomorrow, this is all Thursday events. They are teaching the Roman alphabet, lowercase and capitals, starting at 9. Montana Natural History Center has got their mini naturalist pre-K program at 10. NAMI Missoula weekly meeting is at the Providence Center at 10. This is for anyone affected by mental illness or interested in learning about NAMI. Family yoga at the Children's Museum of Missoula at 11. Watercolor painting for all skill levels at the Missoula Public Library at 12, from 12 to 2 tomorrow. NAMI Connection Support Group is at NAMI Missoula at 1:30 tomorrow. This is a weekly support group for adults living with mental illness. Over at the Missoula Insectarium, they have got an early out activity, biomimicry. Starts at 3 p.m. And so, yeah, they're just going to be learning about biomimicry. Lego Club is at the Missoula Public Library at 3:30. Spider feeding is at the Missoula Insectarium at 3:30. There's a downtown drop-in and wine tasting at La Grata Bella that is payable at the Old Post Pub, and it costs $12.50. Beginning sewing class is at Hellgate High School at 6 p.m. It's about $20 and bring $2 for a bobbin to the first class. Lifelong Learning Center's got a memoir writing class at 6 p.m. telling the stories of your life. And then they've got a travel sketching class also at 6 p.m. Taste Buds Kitchen has got a Tapas Espanolas BYOB cooking class. It's $40. And then over at Bear Bait Dance Studio is presenting a choreographed dance called Solo/Solo. This will be at the open space in the Part TV building, room 5 at the University of Montana. Cool. And it's a evening of solo performances. Dancers collaborated with each other to create solo performances.
And MCAT will be filming this this Friday as well. So,
oh yeah.
If you want to be on camera, just like take off your clothes and streak in front of the Bear Band's dancers. It's Bear.
They would love it. It's art. Yeah.
They are called Bear Bait.
Yeah. So go to MissoulaEvents.net, the University of Montana's website, the Independent, or the newspaper to find out more of your community events. But up next, we've got our favorite segment,
Hallmark or Bullmark. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. No. It's like I'm in an anime. All right. Without further ado, here's Hallmark or Bullmark. Hit it, Asaph. In this modern day spin on Pride and Prejudice, Elizabeth Scott is fishing for direction in her life and gets the opportunity to professionally show her Charles Spaniel in the fancy New York dog show. Ooh. Dog show judge Donovan Darcy comes across as rude, and a chain of misunderstandings unfold during the competition, complicating their mutual attraction. So they obviously are attracted to each other, but then he's rude and callous. So he's like me. In true Jane Austen fashion, Elizabeth and Donovan begin to see the error in each other's ways. And as it turns out, Mr. Darcy is far more kind and interesting than Elizabeth even ever imagined. And it's called Unleashing Mr. Darcy. Ooh. You like that? You like that? Because unleashing, because it's a dog thing?
That's terrible.
Yeah, you like that. All right. So is this... Okay, so if you guys don't know how this game works, I read a synopsis from a Hallmark original movie, or do I? And you guys have to determine whether or not it's a real Hallmark movie, or it's... Wait for it. Bullmark. I call it Bullmark.
You just made it up. Yeah.
I made it up.
Okay, so I'm going to say this one... I'm going to call this a Hallmark movie. Yeah.
I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
You're gonna say Bullmark?
Yeah, Bullmark.
Well, guys, grab your leashes because it's a Hallmark original movie.
I thought so.
Yep.
Okay.
Thought so.
All right, are you guys ready for this? This is gonna be a longer-winded synopsis as well. There's just so much detail in this movie. So, are you guys ready? Mm-hmm. Hit it. Lee Townsend has always been a people pleaser. Her desire to keep the people around her happy, that Leah is also too afraid to let her longtime boyfriend, Edward Cruz, know that their relationship is in a rut. Oh, my mic keeps cutting out. That's not part of the script. Okay. And on top of all that, her second novel is proving much more difficult to write than the first. So she's a writer. When Lee and Edward have a minor disagreement at Edward's faculty party, Edward enrolls her into a conflict resolution class because nothing's better than saying I love you, like having your boyfriend send you to a conflict resolution class.
Yeah, right?
Noelle, you crazy. You're going to a rageaholic class. There, she meets Cinco Dublin, a shock jock radio host attending the class by court order.
Oh, great.
So he's cray-cray. So two crazy people come together, and it's great. His family has a prickly past with her family.
Oh, stop.
Lay bristles at Cisco's brashness and can't see past the scathing review he gave her about her first novel. As they meet for conflict resolution class each week, Lee sees some cracks in Cisco's facade, but can't get past their differences. She finds herself torn between two men, dependable Edward, loving even if he is predictable.
And puts her in a conflict resolution class.
And Cinco, with all his bluster, who makes Lee feel alive. So basically, conflict is what turns her on.
She's crazy.
Loving, as Lee learns how to be comfortable with conflict in her daily life, can she resolve the one deep within her heart? And the movie's called Love's Complicated. Is this a Hallmark original movie, or is this complete Bullmark that I make up?
Bullmark?
Yeah.
Bullmark. Mm-hmm. You had way too much fun with this one.
Well, guys, it is a Hallmark original movie.
No!
Well, you should have, it should have been a giveaway because I was really struggling with the names.
It's true.
I was really struggling to read through this. I was like, oh man, these are weird names. I went from Leia to Lee to Leah.
It's Leah and Cinco.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. What a ridiculous movie.
Well, I beat Asaph, and I at least got you a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that completes Hallmark or Bullmark. If you want to play, you can log on to our website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula, and click on our Play Hallmark or Bullmark tab. Patent pending. And you can also like us on our Facebook page, Follow us on Twitter.
You can like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter, as well as MCAT on Facebook. And to find out more about us, you can just go to MCAT.org. Also, MCAT is on YouTube.
Yep, and so is Wake Up Missoula. But of course, if you want to get in contact with us, you can email us mcat@mcat.org. That's simple, mcat@mcat.org. Or you can call us 542-6228, otherwise known as 542
MCAT.
And without further ado, here is Asaph, Adonai, and for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramph.
I'm Noelle McFoy.